What's up? Welcome back to another video. It's another day. We are about 30 minutes away from our first appointment this morning. So far I have 2 appointments today. The first one we're going to this morning is a Lexus. The client states that the vehicle is sluggish and it makes noise when accelerating. I'm thinking maybe a fuel issue or a misfire. So I bought a couple things with me to diagnose that, and so once we get there we'll figure that out and see what kind of job we're looking at this morning and figure out what parts we need. The second one we have is just an oil change. The client's actually going to bring the vehicle to my house, so that's not till 3 o'clock this afternoon. And that's pretty much how we got today. It's not a very busy day. We could possibly get another job or 2 throughout the day. Somebody could call, but like I said before, you know, in the previous video, if you watched it, it's the holidays and it is slow around this time of year. So I'm gonna head to the first appointment. Like I said, I'm 30 minutes away, so I'm not gonna film it. I'll just hit the record button again when we get there. So I'll talk to you soon. So we are 1 minute away. I'm about to pull up to the house now. So I'm searching for the Lexus. And that's it right there. Alright, so I got the vehicle running. I started it. Just got a few things. The vehicle seems to be idling perfect right now, which is always a situation. She also said the driver window gave her trouble going up and down. I'm not duplicating that. So I think I'm going to check for a loose connection on the battery and take it for a test drive and see if I can come up with anything. The alternator is definitely putting out. I seem to have an issue there. Just running a scan on here to see if we have any fault codes that'll throw us some hints. So far everything seems okay. Kind of wondering if maybe she's got a fuel pump that's on its way out and it just ain't acting up right now, but right now, I mean, I'm not really duplicating anything, but I still have to drive it too, so we may find something when we drive it. Let's see what kind of fault codes we got. Alright, so apparently with Lexus I have to update my current vehicle, and what they mean is I have to update my subscription. So I'm not updating my subscription on this computer because for the price of difference of a few hundred, and I can get a brand new computer, and it's the newest computer, talks to newer years. Like this computer I think goes up to like a 2017, where the newer computer will go up all the way to a 2023. So, and I buy these things off Amazon, you know, and they work great. And the other thing is, when you buy a new computer, you get like 5 years free subscription. So every 5 years I'd rather just buy a new computer rather than pay a few hundred a year after that to update a computer. Like, and this one's not even wireless Bluetooth. So anyway, got such a strong start. So we're gonna take this for a test drive and see if we can duplicate anything. There's no lights on the dash, so I probably wouldn't have found anything with this anyway. So. Alright, so I just got back from the test drive. I feel the sluggishness, so we'll see if we can check the throttle body, I guess. I can't talk to the car, so let's put a damper on that. And I hear some noise in the front end, so we're gonna check the front suspension. Alright, hopefully you can hear me with that leaf blower going. But check this out, guys. This strut is totally gone. Came apart. This light looks like it's ready to pop out of place, to be honest. So we're gonna recommend front struts, and the lower control arm bushings are gone as well, so that should cover the front suspension. Alright, so we are leaving that one. I had the car idling, and I wound up realizing that the catalytic converter is bad. It's rattling and making noise. So my assumption is, and like I said, I can't communicate with the car, but my assumption is that the reason the car's down on power and feels sluggish is because the catalytic converter is probably getting clogged. So my assumption is, you know, the car's down on power because the catalytic converter's clogged. So I recommended her to an exhaust shop for that situation. The issue that she's having when she's hitting bumps, and it's feels like it's slamming when it hits bumps. The front struts are worn. That driver one, I don't know if you could hear me when I was showing it to you because the guy was blowing leaves next door. But that driver front one actually came out of place, so it's not even in place anymore. But the lower control arm bushings are worn as well. So as far as the front suspension work, we're gonna do 2 front strut assemblies and lower control arms. I have to email her an estimate for that. She's gonna call me back at another time to do that. So we can expect to do that job in the future. She's a real good client, and this is probably like the 4th time I've been out to her this location. So you know, this is one of my good clients. I'm gonna take care of it. Take care of her. So. But and as far as everything else, I couldn't really duplicate. You know, the window worked fine. So what I basically said was, you know, we'll start with, you know, the things we can see and do like process elimination. You know, we'll fix the suspension, and she'll get the exhaust fixed, and then we'll go from there. There was another rattle noise we were trying to duplicate. I just couldn't figure out if it was the same noise as if it was the exhaust rattle and it just echoing under the car, because they both kind of made noise, the same similar noise at the exact same time every time I heard it. So I'm starting we just don't know until we get the exhaust fixed. So, you know, we'll get the exhaust fixed, get the front suspension work done, and then, you know, give the car another test drive and see what we wind up with. But I'm on my way back to the house now. I'll probably get that estimate sent to her once I get back to my office. And it's only 11:30, so I'll probably take lunch, and I have nothing until about 3 o'clock. I have an oil change coming to the house, so I mean, unless somebody calls, you know, it's pretty much gonna wrap today up. You know, we just got an oil change, that's it. So very light day. You know, being a mobile mechanic, some days you're real busy and you can make a decent day, and then there's other days where it's like this and you're slow, and you might find yourself sitting around your house a lot. And then there's other days where you might have the day off and you didn't even know it till you went through your day. So it's a roller coaster. It's up and down, but I can tell you it's no different than working for a mechanic shop and you're on commission. You know, if you're working for a shop and you're on salary or guaranteed pay, then this is nowhere near, this don't apply to you. But if you're on commission and you have to show up for work and you get paid by the jobs you do, then you know what I'm talking about, because you can have a day where you show up for work and there's no work, so you're just hanging out in the shop and not making any money. You go home with zero in your pocket. You can also have a day where you diagnose cars, but you can't get parts. You gotta order parts, and the parts are 2-3 days out, sometimes a week out. So again, you showed up and you made zero. So it's the same thing, you know, being a mobile mechanic is the same thing, same scenarios happen. The only difference is you don't have a boss. You work for yourself. You know, the only one you really have to answer to is the customers. I mean, really, they become your boss. So, you know, but you still have freedom to do whatever you want. You know, you schedule your appointments around your schedule. You know, being a mobile mechanic definitely allows me more freedom and more time with my family. So far, you know, this is my first year in business, so I can't say that I'm banking right now. You know, especially around this time of year. You know, your first maybe 3 to 5 years in business isn't gonna be like, you know, where you're just like balling, you know. But you know, as long as the pay averages out to what you're making at the shop, then I would say go for it, you know, because don't do this for the money, is what I'm trying to say. Don't do anything for the money. Do something because you love to do it, you know. And if being a mobile mechanic is something you want to do, then start writing on a piece of paper a plan and goals to get started, and whatever that first goal is, that's what you focus on and do. Don't worry about what it looked like. When I first started out, I was driving a Chevy Cobalt, and I squeezed all my tools in this little car, and that's what I showed up to people's houses in and fixed the cars. Because it don't matter what it looks like, what the picture looks like, you just got to start. You know, you got to start. You'll learn to survive. And as you're building your company, you're going to shape it and mold it, because you're going to learn new things every step of the way. You're going to fail a few times. You're going to learn from them failures. You know, failing is not a bad thing. Failure is growth. So, you know, you're going to grow and you're going to shape your company, and it's going to eventually get to that picture that you had in mind, maybe even better. So I would encourage you, if you want to start a mobile mechanic business, to just start. Do it. Don't worry about what it looks like. I don't care what you're driving. If you got to rip the back seat out of your sedan to start, do it. That's what I did. I mean, the vehicle I'm driving now works really good. It's not what I had in mind. My intentions was to get like a Ford Transit or a Nissan Connect van or something. You know, at one time I thought a U-Haul was a great idea, but to be honest, with the insurance and gas, it really don't make sense to have a U-Haul truck as a mechanic shop unless you are really well off. You want little to no overhead as possible when you start a business. Just start with what you have and figure it out, you know, and you'll make it work. But and you know, that rule applies not just to being a mobile mechanic, it applies to being a business owner in general. You know, the successful business owners will tell you, and they understand, that you got to start with what you got. There was this lady, I seen her story, I think it was on, I don't know if it was like TikTok or YouTube short or maybe a Facebook short. I think it was Facebook. But basically she wanted to start a business selling cupcakes. Well, she had no money to start with. She had like $5 or $10 in her pocket, you know, to start with. So what she did was she bought everything she needed to make like 6 cupcakes, and she went on Facebook and she sold those 6 cupcakes. So then she took the money from those 6 cupcakes and went and bought enough to make 12 cupcakes. Sold all 12 cupcakes, you know, and you get what I'm trying to say. Next there's 24, then 30, then 50, then 100, 500, 1,000. Now she made enough money to rent a building to make her storefront, and now she's selling her cupcakes out of the storefront. So what I'm trying to get is, she didn't start her business out in a storefront. I'm sure her vision was to have a store and sell cupcakes. But you don't just have a store and sell cupcakes. You don't just have a store and sell anything. Unless somebody like gives you a ton of money that you're probably going to owe back, it's not really going to happen. And if somebody gives it to you and you're going to owe that money back, you're already starting your business out in debt. So that's not very wise. You know, if you start with what you have. You know, for a mobile mechanic, I started out in a Chevy Cobalt with a little Craftsman box and a few tools that fit in there, and a floor jack, and I think it was like a 250 piece socket set or something I had. And that's what I used to go to people's houses. And over the first year of being open, I built clientele, and now I have almost over 100 clients, and they're still building. Every week I pick up a new client, especially during income tax season and, you know, the busy seasons for a mechanic. I'll pick up a new client almost every day. And but you just gotta plan it out. Don't worry about what the picture looks like when you start. All that matters is that you start. And through the process, you're gonna figure out if it's really something you want to do, and if it is something you really want to do, you'll figure out how to grow and make it work. And know that it takes time. It takes a long time. So that's why I say don't do it for the money. Don't go in business for yourself for the money. Don't do anything, or don't chase money. Never chase money. Chase your passion, because if you do something you're passionate about, you're gonna make a lot of money doing it anyway, because you don't mind doing it, you know. So just some words of wisdom for you. I don't mean to preach, just something I want to pass on to you guys and girls. Yeah.
Hi, would you be using your McDonald's? What can I get for you?
Hey, I'll take a large number 3 combo with a Coke.
Anything else?
That's all.
It's gonna be 11:48.
Thank you.
Good morning, 11:48. What can I get for you? It's gonna be 7:42. Have a great day.
You too, thank you.
Thank you.
How you doing? Can
Hey.
you pull up to the next window for me? We're waiting on your call.
Sure.
Thank you.
See how long this is gonna take. Last time I've been asked to pull up to the second window, I think I sat here for like 20 minutes. I guess it is what it is. Fast food just isn't fast. It just ain't. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm starving. By the way, when you're a mobile mechanic, you can claim your lunch, your fuel, your mileage. All of that's business expenses. Try, guys. Sorry, guys. So I'm back at my office. I'm eating lunch right now. At 3 o'clock, I got a Cadillac CTS showing up here. It's just an oil change. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably not gonna film that. I think I have a few hours before that client gets here. So I think what I'm gonna do is take advantage of a few extra hours so I can edit this video and get it published out tonight for you guys. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be a short video, but hopefully it had some valuable information in here for you guys and girls. I'm gonna try to post daily, or as long as as long as I have work. So pretty much every day I go out, I'm gonna bring you guys with me, just so you can get an idea of what it's like to be a mobile mechanic. If you don't see a post from me, it's because I didn't work. So I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe and like button. It helps my channel to grow and helps other people like you to see the video. So if anything, hit the like button to where they can find it. Thank you guys so much. I hope this video had some valuable information in it for you. If it did, let me know in the comments. And I will see you next time.